All right, our next sketch note is going to be about photochemical smog, also known as brown smog. And you can tell from the name that light is going to play a role in this chemical reaction. And this tends to take place in locations that are hot and sunny and pretty windless. Areas that are surrounded by mountains. And areas that have heavy traffic. All of those will play a role in the formation of photochemical smog. So, top locations for photochemical smog are going to include Los Angeles, Tehran, and Mexico City. And in fact, in Mexico City in 1996, they had a photochemical smog event that led to a 5-day crisis, and it killed at least 500 or 300 and hospitalized at least 400,000. So, big event. All right, we're going to start with a car because of the heavy traffic. You can draw your own rendition of a car. Mine's very simple here. And got a tailpipe. And this tailpipe is emitting air pollutants. Okay, so your engine is combusting fossil fuels. And that leads to the release of nitrogen. And once again, this nitrogen is going to react with things around it, including atmospheric oxygen, to form nitric oxide, NO, which is also known as nitrogen oxide. Either of those names are correct. And it will continue to react with more atmospheric oxygen to form nitrogen dioxide, which we know is one of the criteria of pollutants. So once again, this family of chemicals is what we refer to as the NOx compounds. And if you recall from our notes, the NOx compounds are red-brown gas, and they irritate eyes and respiratory system. Oops. All right, so now we have a 3-part reaction taking place. I don't have a whole lot of space here. Bear with me. Okay, over here we have the photo portion of this reaction, which is reaction with the sun. So we said this happens in sunny locations. So UV radiation is going to break apart this nitrogen dioxide into NO, nitric oxide once again, and oxygen. And we know that oxygen, just a single element O, is not stable. It wants to combine with other things. So that's going to cause it to react with atmospheric oxygen to form O3, which we know of as tropospheric ozone. So this is the bad kind. All right, and it will also react with VOCs in the environment. Remember, VOC stands for volatile organic compounds. And this comes from traffic. So things like burning gasoline will release VOCs. And together, that tropospheric ozone will produce various air pollutants, which could be harmful. All right, over here we have the nitric oxide reacting with water vapor from the atmosphere to form HNO3, which is nitric acid, bad stuff, which causes acid rain and all the things that come along with acid precipitation. Okay, and then over here in this three-part soup, we have PANS, which stands for peroxacyl, that's hard to say, peroxacyl nitrates, which is just kind of a big group of, and this comes from the hydrocarbons that come again from the traffic, burning of fossil fuels. So it forms with this soup to make these PANs. And these are known as eye irritants. All right, and so that is photochemical or brown smog.